I was feeling like I want to change it up. I want to do something in this kind of a space. And I felt like I had grown up watching these movies, and as an audience, I'm missing them. And I don't know why maybe we're not making enough good ones. Maybe the directors who aced them are now not as fresh as they were then.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to find new content, new directors, new faces that will bring the audience back to a genre which is so popular and so loved over so much time and has been definitive of my career. And I just found this script while I was thinking all those things, and I backed my feeling.
Yeah.
And I didn't wait for the audience to, it's like it's risky that you do that, but I just backed my feeling. And now people are saying, oh, we would have liked to see you, but that's coming as a reaction to the trailer as opposed to that's coming as a reaction and then I'm trying to find a film. So I just feel everything is a cycle, everything is a circle, and you just have to keep doing different things and growing and follow your gut, your instinct, because eventually we are also the audience. We also go to the theater and watch movies, Everybody watches content, man. Content creators are also consuming content, right? So we should not separate ourselves from the audience, and you should just trust your inner voice sometimes when it comes and if you feel something strongly. And this film is a kind of like a result of that, of me just karte hain yaar, chalo. And maybe because I was feeling it, I also did it with a lot of heart. Maybe that's what people, I don't know, but that's the reason I did the film. And sometimes you should just go with what you feel, because answers will come when they have to come. You can't, my job as an artist is to make a film and ask a question. Do you like it? Your job is to give me the answer. I can't, it doesn't work like that. You can't
throw the
want the answer
us,
before posing the question. You have to be braver than that,
Oh,
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kriti, how did this film fit in what you were looking for in that particular time of your career?
I don't think I had a thing of aisi film karte hain. I was just looking for a film that makes me feel like, I want to be a part of this. And honestly, I like this genre. I love love stories. I love watching love stories. I haven't done enough love stories in my career so far. People are not really writing them well. There are no new conflicts. And here was a love story that came to me which had a very unique conflict. And I think that is the USP of the film, because I would want to know if a human being falls in love with a robot who's so close to being a human. What happens? And when you take that love story and also you put it in the middle of like an Indian family, then what happens? So I feel like I was actually very entertained when I was hearing it, and that was the main point. I was really in it. I was feeling the romance. I was wanting them together. I was feeling those awe moments. I was laughing. Towards the end, I was almost rolling. So it made me wanna watch this film. When I heard it, that's the first ghanti. I would say, and I think there's been a lot of coincidentally, it's coming at a time where there's been a lot of action and really heavy stuff and all. I'm someone who time and again goes back to watching Friends. Because at times you just want something light and
very
refreshing.
Comfort,
and at the same time, you want to go to the theater with your entire family and make it it used to be an event to us weekend pe chalo, is weekend pe sab log ghar pe jao movie dekhne jate hain. So I think this is that film that you can watch it with your family, with your bunch of friends, with your Valentine, because it's coming the Valentine's week. So it's that family entertainer which is made for everyone.
But to both of you, what's the key to get romance right on screen? Like so many actors tell me that, there is a set of actors who would say that it's on the paper. The chemistry is always on the paper. Two good actors might fail to bring a certain chemistry on screen if the writing is not strong. Then I maybe as a viewer feel that sometimes there is an inherent vibe, or there is some equation between two actors which just, sparkles on screen. You have, of course, done so many romantic films, and your chemistry with your co-stars is always talked about. What would you tell me, what's the key to get the chemistry right in a romance?
It's both. I think both of those things matter. Of course, there is an X factor which comes alive on camera. People think it's there everywhere. No, camera is camera. Two people who might have great chemistry might not look so interesting when the camera comes on,
Yeah.
So I think the camera has its own kind of universe. And in that universe, sometimes the spark happens, right? And of course, the writing is fundamental because regardless of the spark, two people just on chemistry can pull a film up to some degree, but it's like you'll be carrying this heavy load throughout, right? And at some point, it's going to give. So you'd much rather have something strong on paper, and then when you, like, the chemistry should be the icing on the cake, it should not be the cake. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think both
Right.
things are relevant in their own way, for sure.
Right. Kriti, what would you say?
I mean, I think you have to be firstly very comfortable with the other person in general. Because when you're making scenes, chemistry is two-way. You know, मैं ही करी जा रही हूँ वो कुछ अगर आगे से मुझे कुछ मिल नहीं रहा है तो it's
ऐसा हुआ
not
है
gonna.
तेरे साथ?
I mean, it's been like okay, like that. But I think when you have someone who's a great actor in front of you, also you're comfortable. Then it can really become magic.
How much did Shahid give you in terms of to play?
Arey, he was giving a lot more because he was human. I had to restrict myself.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.